Rob Grimes with the IFBTA here at the NRA show. I'm here in the Diebold Nixdorf booth, and I'm here with Jerry Langfit, the Senior Marketing Manager for retail, in the Americas.
In the Americas.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
Did I miss anything?
Didn't get it. Got it
got
first.
it all.
Got it all.
All right, so great. So welcome.
Thank you very much.
Now, is this your first NRA show?
It is mine, yes. But,
is it the company's first NRA show?
Diebold Nixdorf was here last year.
Was here last year.
Yes. And
okay.
Nixdorf, Wingcore Nixdorf was here for quite a few years.
Well, so here's the deal. So Diebold, I think everybody knows in the cash management side of things. And Wingcore Nixdorf,
yes.
People at least outside the U.S. know.
Yes.
And certainly in retail they know it.
Yes.
But the two are together.
The two are now together. So 2 years ago, there was an acquisition from Diebold purchasing Wingcore Nixdorf.
Right.
And we were able to acquire their retail product and combine with Diebold's product and Diebold's infrastructure.
Okay, so the retail product includes food service.
Yes.
Because they had food service products over in the UK.
Yes,
or
they do.
over in Europe. I actually knew the guys in the UK. Right. Okay, so they had them in Europe.
Yes.
So it was a natural fit to bring it here to the US.
Absolutely. Wingcore Nixdorf had salespeople in the US already and was selling in the US.
Okay, but primarily selling to major accounts or all types of accounts?
I would say all types of accounts.
Dealer, distributor, network, or direct?
Direct.
Directly. Okay, well that makes it tough. You have to have a big sales force to do that if you're going to sell directly in the food service market. So I'm looking around the booth, and these are all products that are produced by Diebold.
Diebold Nixdorf.
Right? I keep getting winked at. Right, by Diebold Nixdorf. So I see kiosks, I see point of sale. So we have point of sale here.
So we have point of sale and we have cash management.
Right.
So a lot of times with the industry right now, you know, everyone's trying to get their labor force down, all their time down. So cash management is going to be very important to them. Right. We have the POS systems, so we have a few different systems that, you know, in the QSR market, they have to be fully sealed. I want to make sure they last a long time. It's a hostile environment, so we have those. We have a mobile POS system as well, so everybody wants to be able to pop everything off and end up going and do some queue busting either in my line that's in store or out in the driveway as well at the drive-up.
Do you have a lot of installations in the U.S.?
It's growing.
It's
growing, yes. We got, right now, globally, we have 3 out of the top 5 QSR companies that we're using right now, and that includes the U.S.
Okay, so of the products that you sell, I mean, I'm seeing kiosk here as well.
Yes.
So what's your lead product?
So, in my opinion, our lead product really is going to be kiosks in the marketplace. You have McDonald's adding them, you have Wendy's adding them. It really is. So we've hit a tipping point right now where their consumers are very used to having a tablet and being able to do what they want to do. So we're seeing consumers wanting to be in charge of their own customer journey. Get out of the way, let me do it. I'll do it faster, quicker, better, and I'll get what I want.
Okay. Can we take a walk over and take a look at the kiosk here? So, you know, it's quite clear that when you're running a kiosk and you want to take cash and you want to do cash management, it's a natural fit.
Yes.
Right. So you're actually marrying the two things together.
Yes. So right now this is a cardless or a cashless system. Right. So we can run everything through.
But you could take cash as well.
But you could take cash as well.
Okay. And by kiosk, are we also talking about drive-through kiosk or just in-store kiosk?
Right now, it's all in-store.
Right. Are you guys going to move in the drive-through market?
Yeah, we're looking at all the market. Where we are being successful, we're looking at where we can expand and do more offerings that match up with Diebold Nixdorf's infrastructure right now.
So by focusing on the kiosk market, since it's such a growing market, it enables you to get in quicker with a customer who already has an existing point of sale that they might not replace.
Yes.
And I mean, I suppose that's part of the sales strategy that you're marketing to, right?
Well, a lot of it is, you know, not a lot of people want to rip and replace. Everybody wants to slowly add and try and figure out where they best can do it.
Okay, and the software that's running on these products, is this also internal software, or are you partnering with other people?
We tend to partner with other people, or a lot of the companies we work with have homegrown solutions where it's like they've taken their ownership of their customers' experience.
So does that include the point of sale as well? Is it your software for POS?
We have a software for the POS, or we can end up working with integrate with other POS systems.
So in reality, there's really a few choices that somebody could make. They could choose to buy a complete integrated package from you that would include hardware and software. They could choose to just buy hardware from you and run other people's software in it, which a lot of chains will do. Do you have a lot of people choosing to buy software and not the hardware?
No, we tend to focus on the hardware right now. We have Vynamic, our software,
Right.
but we do not have that in the QSR market. So we tend to partner in the QSR market for software
Okay.
and let them focus on what they're good
But
at.
in the
and
retail
marry 'em.
space, you guys have a lot of your own
Yes.
software,
Oh, yes.
right? Yeah, be like grocery and
Oh,
things
yes.
like that, right?
Yep.
Okay. And okay, so how's it been going?
I think it's
A
been
couple
going
years
really
in the
well.
market. I mean, have you gotten a lot of traction?
I think this year is really going to be our year for growth. We've landed some very large accounts, and it's really working out. I'm finding myself a tipping point between the larger players. You can find a lot of people that can do software and kiosks. I can get a monitor, I can throw some
Right.
stuff together. But what people don't have is the critical infrastructure of I have so many service organization, I have an installation organization. I've been taking care of banks for the last 150 years, and software guys can upload something and send it right away.
Did you come from the Diebold side?
I came from the Diebold
Oh,
side.
okay. How's the transition been going?
I think it's been fantastic.
I mean, this is a great marketplace to work in. You
Oh.
probably were sort of working at it too, but you're working under the counter. Now you're in front of the counter.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
So for something like this, it's just, but what I'm seeing is a lot of people not being able to deliver and make sure uptime's proper and maintaining everything,
Right.
getting all the installations out. That's where I feel like a lot of the organizations fall apart because they're using
Right.
third parties and trying to do it. We've been doing it with ATMs. When Nixdorf has been doing it. It's like we have the
Right.
experience.
So I'm
to do
glad
that.
you brought that up because that actually was going to be my third leg of the stool here,
All right.
which is actually the implementation side and service and support.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that as a company, you guys provide that independently as well.
Yeah,
You'll
we-
service other products.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's really your triple threat of sorts. People can come to you and get hardware, software, and service.
Yes.
So they can unbundle it or they can bundle it, but you probably would lead with hardware, and my guess is you also lead with services.
I think it's going to be really a trifecta. It's like and I like what you said about us, being a triple threat, because more often than not, there's software companies all over the place. There might be some hardware companies, and then you have some people that can run a service.
Right.
But having the experience of running the banks and making sure that ATM uptime has got to be done at all the time, no matter what.
Right.
It's just like that's a critical market.
Well, and a lot of people don't understand, having to be up, 24/7, and also what a response time is when you're down, right?
Yeah.
What it means, especially if you have a single point of failure like an ATM,
yeah,
right?
Same day fix, and making sure that we can get out there and you have the people that's across the country, across the world, that I can get on the phone and I can get someone to either fix something, maintain something, and keep it running. Because uptime's critical. Once everyone gets used to these, everyone will suddenly notice when they're not working.
Right.
And that's where my organization can really come in and provide that kind of level of service to an organization and say, hey, we got you from start to finish. A lot of people can install, a lot of people can develop, but we can do the whole ball of wax and be able to take care of someone.
So you've been with the company now 2 years as part of the acquisition.
Yes.
Okay, you shifted over then to we shifted to this industry.
So I
when?
was with Diebold for about 7 years.
But you shifted to this industry.
Then I went over to this industry.
Great. And so have you had a chance to walk around the show?
A little bit.
You've never been here, right?
No, this was my first
You
time.
ever been to a restaurant show
I have
before?
not been to a restaurant
so what's
show.
the most fun thing you've seen here?
The amount of food that they're just offering up for you to eat is just ridiculous.
Is there any particular food?
I've been tied to my booth, which I think is a good thing for my waistline.
Right. Okay, but when you get out, do you have you spot anything you plan to go check out?
Well, so my wife is celiac, so I'm going to try and find all the gluten-free.
And there will be.
And I heard there's a bunch of different ones for gluten-free, and that's what I'm going to be looking for.
I'm actually surprised they don't have a gluten-free zone.
I also am surprised at that.
But my guess is that if you go on the app and you look up gluten-free, I wonder what would happen.
I bet you a lot of people would.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That might be an answer.
But it's
and you know
popular
what?
enough.
Interestingly enough, I went to a show in Australia last year, and the guy had started a point-of-sale company. He was a chef.
Okay.
And I said, okay, so how many of these you got installed? Oh, I got like 15 of them installed, right? A small independent chef in Melbourne, Australia. He just started a POS company. Why'd you do it? Because nobody thinks like a chef, he's going to do it, right? So I said, well, okay, there's other point-of-sale companies here. What makes you different? And what he said was, well, my software will allow the server to say if somebody's gluten-free or they can't eat nuts, to push a button and only the items that they can eat will show up on the menu.
Oh, nice.
Which is pretty good. So then I thought that was actually really cool. But it turns out the healthcare industry and a hospital also has point of sale. They put in front of a patient and allows you to choose your food.
Yeah.
It actually already does that. So that's just one of those things, right?
No, that's cool. That's hilarious.
So you can tell you that's where your software needs to go. You find the right partners and you bring the software in and
That's
do that as
exactly
well.
it.
So is there anything else that we should know about that what is really going to make you different from the other kiosk providers that are here and the other hardware providers here? Because there are probably 4 or 5 specialty booths only in kiosks.
There are.
So what is the differentiating point for you?
I'm going to say that it's the partnership that we bring to the table, from being able to be relied on for delivery, for development, for service. We got you all the way around.
And globally.
And globally.
And globally, which
That's
a lot of people can't do.
No.
You get some of these guys and they start to have success here. Somebody wants them to go
can't
somewhere
expand.
else.
And restaurants, that's one thing we can offer is just like, where do you want to go? Because I'm not going to hold you back.
Great.
I'm already out there.
All right, so you heard it here first. They're not going to hold you back. So I want to thank you for your time and appreciate learning more about the company, the offerings, and also why you came to the industry.
That's right.
And we'll look forward to seeing more in the future. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Rob Grimes for the IFBTA.